the 1992 U.S. Open.
There's a lesson in futility.
And what else can you do? Ninth double fault. And break point number 4. And Krajicek will not let Stefan Edberg break back. This is the 5th deuce in a crucial game. Who will be the first to crack?
The best volley of the day. This backhand return is driven hard, but look at this volley. Out of nowhere with angle and pace. The best of the day for Richard Krajicek. He's pulling out his best tennis when he needs it.
And Krajicek wills himself to hang on to his serve.
Krajicek leads
3-1. 3-1 in the 5th. And you start to sense that this is Krajicek's match to lose now. Krajicek at age 20, the youngest player remaining in the men's draw, and the highest seed at 15. Barely clipped the top of the net cord. First serve.
40-15.
And how much did that last game take out of Richard Krajicek? Edberg, with the experience, knows how to keep the pressure on. But Krajicek playing in only his second U.S. Open, far less experience.
It's been a big shot for Krajicek all day.
14-30.
He's not afraid to hit out on these second service returns. Straight down the line.
The Open, it was 1988, the fourth round, losing there to Aaron Krickstein. Of course, the big upset 2 years ago, losing in the first round to Alexander Volkov. In fact, last year was Edberg's only U.S. Open final. And he is down a break now in the fifth set at 3-2, and yet another big game.
Krajicek has to be careful. Edberg's going to create his opportunities. Again, winning that first point is a signal, hey, I'm in this game now. Krajicek really has to concentrate on getting that first serve in, getting good deep volleys. What a chance there. It's hard to tell from where we are, Bill, but that ball looked like it may have gone long. Edberg taking it on the fly at midcourt. Edberg with a quick glance over at Tony Picard.
Pretty full house on a sun-drenched day here at the National Tennis Center. 30-15. Match nearing the 4-hour mark. Oh, yeah. Edberg gets the net cord. all. Krajicek, perhaps his mind wandering a bit to a year ago, 2 match points against Ivan Lendl. Up a break now against the defending champion. That's long, but Krajicek had the right idea. And suddenly, Stefan Edberg a chance to break back and even things at 3 games apiece. Five break points won and numerous chances.
All Stefan Edberg can do here is get the ball back into play. Good enough. Great reaction. And how much does that mean to him?
So we are back on serve. 3-all in the 5th.
And you can hear Edberg now trying to get himself going. Not only is it the 7th game of the set, a swing game, but Edberg really needs to consolidate that break back now. Put the pressure squarely back on Krajicek.
Edberg rejuvenated after the service break. Here's the story over in the grandstand. Wayne Ferreira taking the 2nd set, 6-4, up 2 sets now. And Edberg is too good. On USA, and we've been joined by the man to my left, John McEnroe. Good to have you with us. Meanwhile, back on the court, John, what do you think of the match?
Well, it's been a very difficult match for both players. I've been watching on TV, and it seems to me that neither have been played up to their potential. And it's one of those matches where I think the winner is going to gain a lot because he hasn't. They don't look like they played particularly well here today, and they've acted like they haven't.
Now the pressure squarely on Krajicek. Edberg has won the last 2 games.
Well, a shot that made Guillermo Vilas famous. For 6'4", this guy's got great athleticism. Look at this. Snapped overhead on the backhand side. Notice how it's all with the wrist. It's the racket up high.
It's really surprising, Leaf, to see that and have him the previous game when he served not go for that overhead at 30-40 and let that one drop for a break.
Krajicek, John, had been guessing right most of the afternoon, but that time that ball was a foot in.
I really thought he was going to take a swing at that, and as you've seen in the match, they both had a lot of opportunities to break. Unusually high amount, and Krajicek first serve percentage at only 47%. Needs to get up a little bit if he wanted to really go on a lot farther in this tournament.
Fault. 125 on the IBM speed gun. So Krajicek holds his So Krajicek holds his serve. We're even at 4-all.
As I'm sure you can attest, generally, when you go through winning a slam, you're going to have 1 or 2 matches where you're not at your best, but somehow you have to raise your level and come through.
John Krajicek said that he attended a clinic. Years old, and for a long time had a poster of you hanging over his bed.
Did he say whether or not he threw darts at it, or?
No, but you have been replaced.
Really? Who replaced me?
Well, a different sex. 4-all.
People have seen in this match, Krajicek is much more dangerous with the forehand side. There he got lucky to get another chance. Stefan should have put that volley away. Here's the lunge here. Danger. Another chance. Stefan should have put that volley away. Here's the lunge here and the reaction right afterwards. Both players have seemed so frustrated for most of this. World records for shaking his head in a match, I think, and still being in it.
Yeah, they're both going to need chiropractic care at the end of this. I saw Stefan looking over at Tony Picard doing the same thing. Both players have been very up and down.
15-30. There's Tony Picard.
Now, when you play a Stefan Edberg in a situation like this, you're really looking for that ball coming in. If you're a right-hander, coming in high to the backhand.
15-30.
Now, when you play a Stefan Edberg in a situation like this, you're really looking for that backhand in the situation. Really his bread and butter play, but again, that's into Krajicek's strength. Let's see what.
The fact is Stefan Edberg, who's the #2 player in the world, who's 13, makes me not look so bad.
You talked about the frustration. That has been a big part of Edberg's frustration.
And look at that, 13 doubles.
Part of Edberg's frustration.
And look at that, 13 doubles.
Now facing double break point. Frustration.
And look at that, 13 doubles.
Now facing double break point. At the Open, Lindell and Jaime Izaga, 4 hours and
And that did not. Well, it's a game of inches. Certainly applies here. So points his racket saying, hey, that's out. That's out.
You play. For 4 hours and 10 minutes, and you miss a shot by ½ of an inch. I don't think people realize how much of a game of inches it really is.
Right there.
You could see him looking at
what Edberg's done well in this last game is try to get behind Krajicek. He knows Krajicek's quite tall and doesn't move quite as well coming back.
Breeze starting to kick up a little bit on a muggy day here at the National Tennis. Oh, that's just out. We are at 4-5 in the fifth. Featured Krajicek, Stefan Edberg.
The big discrepancy between Krajicek's first serve and second serve about how hard he's hitting it. He's hitting 110 to 125. Intensity is and how big a moment this is for him. Because he's a fantastic server.
This might be the biggest serving game of his career. Oh, that is just out. Looked by Edberg, but he knows it was wide.
So his first and second serves. But he got away with 2 second serves there, so.
Suddenly, it's not quite as easy to get down to those volleys after 4 hours and 16 minutes. You see that second serve, 79 miles an hour.
That's how hard Leaf and I hit our second.
16 minutes. You see that second serve, 79 miles an hour.
That's how hard Leaf and I hit our second serves.
Having a word with Sultan Ganji, but a brief word.
It's a great return. Just quick.
Contact. You got to give the edge to.
He's this match right now, Edberg. What I think Krajicek needs to do now is to try to hit his forehand. For some reason, he's been serving an awful lot to his backhand in this match, and everyone knows Edberg's backhand's better than his forehand.
That's wide. Stefan Edberg. He has survived, and that's the only word to use.
Yeah, I think over a little bit in the first set. He was a break up, and then I was suddenly 4-3, love 40, and then second set he was playing actually better, and I won it. Set he was like break up again, and then I won like 6 games in a row. I was playing really well, and I just couldn't keep it going at the end.
You have such a terrific first serve. It's really, the biggest delivery in the men's game. How do you vary it now? It seems like you're mixing it up pretty well. And how did you use it against Edberg today?
Well, I try to mix it up a lot, and just to keep the guys guessing, but I didn't get too many first serves, and that was a little bit of a problem today. I think that's one of the reasons why I lost. I just didn't win my serve easy. I always had to struggle and battle, and yeah, actually only 5-3 to 6-3 in the fourth set was the only easy service games I had in the whole match, I think.
John McEnroe came up in the booth and he was mentioning how in pressure situations he liked to go to Edberg's forehand. It seemed that on the big points you were going to his backhand. Were you thinking about going into his forehand more?
Yeah, normally everybody does, and I would want to do it also, but because my serve I didn't feel too comfortable, so I just went to my favorite side, and that's just the kick on the backhand. And I think sometimes you shouldn't do too much what the opponent doesn't like. You should do also what you like yourself.
What's it going to take as a player for you? What do you need to improve on to win a match like this and maybe win a slam?
I don't know. I think I still have to get physically stronger, that's for sure. My footwork has to improve. I feel pretty good after today physically, but still I could be a little bit faster and around the court, and that's, I think, the most important thing. And yeah, what I was happy, I don't know how you can be happy after a match like this, but that at 4-0 I went for my shots at the break points, and I just forehand went just out, and he had some good points, so that's something to be for me to be happy about, because normally I used to play a little bit safe, and now I really went for it, so that was good thing what happened today, but the rest is like awful, actually.
Well, the finish may not have been what you wanted, but you should be proud of your play today. You played terrific. What about your call for the rest of the tournament? Who are you picking to come through?
Well, unbelievable hard. I mean, against John, it was a joke. He was serving well, hitting the ball well, and so at the moment I think Jim looks the best for me, and the rest I don't know that well. I mean, Stefan, I played him myself now, and I don't know how well I'm playing, so I don't know how well he's actually playing, so it's difficult for me to say, but I think Stefan has to for sure play a little bit better than he played against me to beat Jim. Maybe he can beat the other guys, but to beat Jim, you have to play a little bit better, I think.
Okay, well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. I'm sure you'll be back here with a Grand Slam on your mind. Stefan Edberg, congratulations. What a tough match it was out there.
It ended up being a very, very tough match, and it was a struggle all the way through, I thought.
Well, you seemed to get the momentum at 2-1, and then you lost it again in the fourth. What was going through your mind out there?
Well, there was a lot of things, because I had chances in the second set. I had 6-4 in the tiebreaker. Okay, I lost that set. Won third set pretty comfortable. Then I broke him to go 3-2, and then suddenly I lost 4 straight games, and I suddenly faced being down a break in the fifth set. And but then I found the momentum again, and I picked up my game, and it was a tough fight out there.
Well, at 3-2 in the fifth, you got a break point, and we have that on tape, and we want to just take a look at that. What was going through your mind at this time when you put in that big serve? Were you expecting it to come to the backhand?
I think it was just a reflex. I mean, I had a bit of luck on that one, because it wasn't, I hit it over the net, and I had no idea where the ball was going, but it went in nicely.
What is that like, facing a guy like that who's throwing in that big serve like that? It must be frustrating at times when you get to a break point and he throws in the big one.
Yeah, it is, especially if you have your chances and he blows these big ones. But I read his serve pretty well today. I felt pretty comfortable, and whenever I had a second serve, I took my chances. But, it's frustrating sometimes, but you just gotta have to face it.
What about your own serve? A surprising number of double faults from someone who serves so well.
Yeah, I think I have to go a little bit more for my second serves, especially against Richard.